Hey folks, good morning. I was really debating on whether to go to camp, but looking on my trail camera and there hasn't been any deer in it in the last 3 or 4 days, so I don't know where they're going or what's going on with that. But like my brother said, well, you don't know because maybe those cameras are malfunctioning or because it's so cold out now. It's 18 degrees here today where I am, but I decided, well, I didn't decide, well, I decided after talking with my brother. He is telling me I'm almost nuts not to go where he's been going because he's been seeing all kinds of sign and there's been hardly anybody up there hunting. So I'm heading that way, and it's up into KI, way up into KI, so that's where I'm heading now. These roads are icy and, you know, they're packed snow that's been slightly melted during the afternoons, and then in the evenings. Now, like I said, it's 18 degrees now, so it's glare flat surface that's very slippery. So I got a ways to go. My brother left way earlier than I wanted to. I used to leave really early in the morning as well and try and get there before daylight and stuff, and I just noticed that most of the deer that I've ever seen are way into daylight anyway, and at least this way when I'm driving up when it's legal shooting time. Right now it just turned legal shooting time, so my trip all the way in, if I see something, I got a chance to try and, you know, it's gonna be hard for me taking a shot at something because I have to stop, load the truck, get the gun out. You know, it's a process, but better than no process or no chance. Like I said, if you drive all the way through here in the dark, you have to just drive right on by everything. So we'll see. Yeah, it is definitely squirrely. Every time I come up any little hill, I feel my ass end getting loose. So it's a ways. So I'll get you some more footage when I get there. It's probably gonna be 6:22 now. Probably, I bet you, 45 minutes getting up there because of the weather. I mean, because of the roads. We'll see. Get some more footage in a little while. Folks, just wanted to show y'all this hill that's coming up. This is the dreaded hill that Steve and I didn't want to go back down because of how bad that weather was the last time we were out here. And you can see these roads aren't plowed and they're getting a little glossy. This isn't even the hill. We're gonna go down a little dip and then we start going up the other hill. I'm gonna put it in 4-wheel drive and putter on up it, but it's worse in the afternoon because a lot of times it warms up enough for that snow just to start to melt, and by the time you're getting ready to go, it had frozen again, so it's almost glare ice sometimes. See, my basin was just slipping right there, and I'm almost going on this little hill. But yeah, the Appalachian Trail crosses right here. The parking lot was just down below me. I'm heading down, gotta go around this corner and then the bridge, and then that's where the hill starts. And it's a long hill. Look, somebody's coming down now with a log truck. See how slow he's going? He's just crawling down that hill. Look at this, and I gotta get out of his way quickly here. Get out of his way so we can get the hell on down in there. Alrighty. Put that in 4-wheel drive, let him go. I think he's got chains on, I'm not sure. He might even have chains on his tires. Yeah, think he does. Yeah, he's got chains on his rear tires. All right. Let him go down there. He's crossing the bridge now. He's good. Got it in 4-wheel drive. So yeah, you see if a log truck's going that slow. And then with those chains on the tires, at least that chops up the road a little bit for us so we get a little bit more traction. But this hill can be a bugger, you know, depending on the weather. I can tell you that. My brother and I have come down here where you have to go right under the edge into the snow and crawl down, because if you're in the middle, it can be glare ice and your vehicle won't stop. You'll be doing 30 miles an hour heading to the ditch or the trees or the rocks at the bottom of this with no way to control steering or anything. It's a scary situation sometimes. So it's not bad at all right now because there's enough snow. I got some tires in the snow edge here, so it's really not too bad today, at least right now. Again, like I say, usually in the evening is when it's the worst, because it melts a little bit during the day, then it freezes back up just, you know, right after shooting light's over. So when it's finally trying to drive on out of here, it can be treacherous. See, we're still going up around this tree here. Yeah, with those chains chopping up the road, it helps a little bit from those log trucks. I'm assuming I'm going up where they've been cutting this. My brother said they've been cutting up where I'm going. He's already up there. I wanted to have him have time to get up there and get settled and stuff, and maybe I'd push something to him when I drove in, but who knows. I'm still climbing. I haven't seen any animals yet coming in here besides squirrels. Alright, there's the crest of that, I think. I think that was it. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Alright, I'm going to take her out of 4-wheel drive. Well, that's just the bugger that Steve and I didn't want to go back down. It was blizzardy stuff the other day, and it was real slippery. So, alright, keep on heading this way. Alright, finally made it up to the road he told me to go on to. He said to take the first road on the left. He was going to be down further on the right where they're cutting, I think. That's where he was going to go. He said there was nobody on the left road at all yet, so we'll see if that's changed this morning. This is why we come way out here, because a lot of people won't risk the chance of driving way out here as bad as these roads get. So you're taking a big risk, that's for sure, but sometimes the reward is worth the risk. Sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Just go slow and be patient. That's the best thing you can do on these roads. Slow and patient. And don't get yourself into any pickles. Some old moose tracks right there inside. Yes, that's 6:59 right now. It took me 45 minutes to get out here from the gate. Just past mile marker 15 before I turned off onto this road. Oh, that's the road I think right there. He said first left. Looks like the first left to me right here. I don't know how far that road goes in there. I don't know if it goes in very far. I see tracks coming out of it. Alright, gonna put it in 4-wheel drive and see what we see here. There's a road he meant or not. Oh boy. Well, this goes in very far or not either. We'll find out, I guess. I don't know this road at all. Definitely a trail right through it. Definitely catching a trail. Just gotta make sure I don't come across a ditch or something like that I'm gonna get stuck in. Sometimes they decommission these roads and they dig out the culverts, and then suddenly you're in a pickle. drive down that or not. Or just stand here and watch it. Sit here and watch it. I don't know. I guess I'll try it. I'm gonna run over this branch. Famous last words, I guess I'll try it, right? So a nice straight stretch come up here for me somewhere, but you know what that is. We'll see. I'm following a trail on my left-hand side. Big buck tracks. I just need to give me a little straight stretch I can park and watch. Yep, something's pawing in the ground here. There's definitely deer sign in here. I said, yeah, I'll look for a crossing, but there's no crossing. It's going right down this trail, this road. Maybe go down around, turn around, and face this direction maybe. Because the sun's hitting in my eyeballs now, so I don't want that sun in my eyes. I'd rather have it to my back. It's a nice straight stretch right here. So I'm going to drive down and maybe turn around and face up. I think that's the smartest thing to do, tactically. Here's the sun right in my eyeball now. I can't see anything. Jeez, I've never been down this road. I didn't realize it went down this far. I think I'll be able to get out of here all right. We'll see. Here and face this direction. Come on, girl. I'm gonna drive back up there a little bit and put my scent can thing down that I got on the dash here, warming up, and then I'll back down here and watch this for the day. Looks awesome. Big deer tracks going right down the trail that I've driven in through now. Just gonna find a place I can put the scent can that's within reasonable view here. Let's see here. Further than right here. All right. It's an awesome spot. I feel like I'm way out in the woods. Oh, I am. Way out in the woods. And nobody's been down here. There was tracks going right down this trail, so there's no crossing, but I put some scent up there, and hopefully maybe that'll wake somebody up eventually here. Give the couple hours of quiet time. I'll show you what I got out here. I put that scent about 100 yards up there, right on the ground. It's in like that little Tupperware thing, and it's been heated up on the dash all the way in, so it was smelling pretty good even with the cover on it. So now the cover's off, hopefully it'll wake somebody up. Let's go here. Road keeps going that way too. I can see the tracks right there. There's I was falling in right on the edge of my tire tracks. See what happens, I guess. I just did my bleed call a couple of times. Feels like it's warming up quite a bit. The only problem is the wind's going. I mean, it's going this way, so it's good for my scent where I'm watching, but it's also blowing the scent from the, my scent can up there this way. So it's kind of fighting with my human scent. I wish it was blowing it like crossways or something. But just been seeing some birds mostly. It's all so far. Show what I'm looking at here. Well, sitting here, idealistically, for this to be the better setup would be me for it to have been having to sit up there in the truck and watch it down this way, because it's all open through here, and it's got an opening over there that goes down further. But the problem was the sun is over here behind me, and when I was coming down, as you probably saw, the sun was right in your eye, so you want the sun behind you. If it was an overcast day, it probably would have been better to park up there and bring the scent down here somewhere and leave it and hope for the best. But the other situation here is I have not seen, as I was driving in, there was no trails crossing the road. There was one trail, a couple of sets of tracks going straight down the road. I was driving right over them coming in here. They go that way still down the road. I looked on my Onyx, and this road only goes just a little ways around that corner and it stops. So I'm almost to the end of it. So I might take a ride down. It's 9 o'clock now, just after 9. Take a ride down there to see what that looks like at the end and see if there's any more, if there's trails at all. And if it is not, I might come out of here and go down the road further and look for some trails, some crossings to watch. Because there's no crossings here. I mean, technically a deer still could come out where I get the scent, but there was no evidence of anything, a trailway where they normally cross. That might be just buried in the snow, I don't know. It's warming up a little bit too. Feel it, it's not too bad out. Nice in the sunshine. Alright, I'm probably going to give it another half an hour or so, and then I might take a ride down at the bottom of this hill and turn around. Hopefully there's a spot I can turn around, and hopefully the road's drivable down to there. We'll see. Alright, that's my output for now. Good tracks there. This way. I decided to turn around. I'm seeing lots of sign all through with this whole area, and I just come through a nice long straight stretch. There was plenty of sign on that straight stretch. It looked like there was enough room for me to park off to the side and watch down the straight stretch, so that's what I'm gonna do. No real easy places for me to try and walk. Well, a bunch of deer sign right here on the side of the road here. They're definitely out here. My brother told me to come out here. He's staying, I just met my brother up there, and he's staying where he is, watching where big buck you saw the other day, right in the middle of the road. So he's hanging out in that spot, and he told me to check out down here, and there is definitely all kinds of sign. Just trying to find a good spot for me to park off to the side here and watch this straight stretch right here. That should be my view. I'll get my gun back out and all that good stuff and watch this area for a while. Alright, I'm all set up here, watching down here. It's a little bit of a poke down there. I'm getting still on the road almost 400 yards, and then I hit the tree line at the end of the road there, and it's 550. So this is a long ways. And there's tracks. I got tracks right on the side here. Tracks right on the side on this side too. And they're all up and down here, and there's a lot more activity behind me too. So maybe stay here for the rest of the day and see what shows up. It's been a busy area by the looks of it. My brother said there's been a couple of vehicles come in and out, so we'll see what happens. Show what I got right here. It's about 11:30 now. Haven't seen anything yet. Sometimes I think I hear something walking in here, but it's hard to tell. If it's in there, it's in there. A little ways in there. So it's warming up. It's not that bad at all right now. Pretty comfortable. So is my shoulders and wrists. Back and forth from one side to the other side. I've got a little dot that's way down there. It's a patch of dirt. That's 267 yards right there. Then past that dot way over on the left, you can see it's a little ways further out there. That's 330 yards. Let me see, I'll show you that. Get that little dot. Yeah, out there. Looks like a dot, but it's actually a patch of dirt. That's 267, and there's a little tiny patch of like grass off to the left, way up past it, and that's 330 yards. So this is some range here. Got a whole pile of crows flying around up there. I don't know what that's all about. Who knows? Still nothing out here. Nice and warm out. Comfortable. Feel like you're sitting out in the sun and getting a tan. It's gotta be around 40. It's gotta be. Huh? Bunch of crazies up there. Something's definitely walking in there. Just heard a branch break. Probably walk out behind me. That's my luck. It's about 1:30 now. And the shooting light's at 4:30, so every once in a while I hear something out here, but I think I was walking away. Seeing some squirrels and Tweety birds, that's about it. And blue jays. Besides those crows. It's been a beautiful day. Keep on seeing what's happening and we'll see what happens later on. Try doing the grunt. See what happens. See if anything shows up after that grunt. Funny, every time you do a grunt or a bleat, it seems like the whole forest goes deadly quiet. You don't hear a word, a peep of a bird or anything. See what happens. Well, I haven't seen anything yet. About an hour and a half left. Just had a truck drive by. I figured he'd stay in there, but no. He turned around about 5 minutes later, drove back by. It's pretty ignorant when people just gonna ruin it for other people because they just, I don't know, they just want to keep driving around. I can see driving on the main road. You know, that's the main road, but this is a side road way off in the edge somewhere. Most people know there's a dead end behind me, a couple 100 yards. So it's just frustrating when people just don't care. The guy's his truck was from Maryland. That makes it even worse. He's an out-of-stater. So he probably owns a camp there, and he'd been here forever. I don't know. It's just, you'd think if they want to get past me, and if they know this property, they must have, I mean, there's a lot of sign behind me. I assume that they want to stay out there, but evidently he's a heater hunter and he just wants to drive around. It's getting close to, that time where you want everything quiet, assume something's going to come out. Last thing you want is somebody driving back and forth past you in your spot. Hopefully it doesn't come again. Hopefully it was just a drive through and a drive back, and he'll hunt down that way now. We'll see. There was another truck come up earlier, but he turned around about 350 yards out there. And once he saw me, he just turned around, which was commendable. That's, kind of what you hope for. But, and then if somebody's going past, I don't mind somebody goes past. There's still area to hunt back there. Just go past and stay there till dark. Don't go past, turn right around, come back through again. That's just ignorant. Well, I gotta buy about something, don't I? Well, the birds are chirping anyway. Chickadee's been floating around here. Woodpecker just took off. Show you what I got. About 20 more minutes. Every once in a while I hear something in here moving. It's just a little break of a branch here and a little break of a branch there. Alright. Phew, alrighty. Yeah. Another day done there. I could see almost till end of light because of the snow on the ground, so it wasn't too bad. My brother should be a couple miles in front of me. Thought about, he said he might climb his stand out, so I don't know. I'll catch him or not. We'll see. But yeah, it looked like that Maryland guy was had a little bit of hunter etiquette in him after all, so he never came back out here, and that was the last vehicle to come out here. Every once in a while I can hear something snapping some branches and stuff in there, but nothing come out. So I mean, there's a lot of sign on this, both sides of this road and stuff, so I was hoping that something would come out here, but it's a lot of road and they're going up and down both sides of the road, so who knows where exactly they're going and wanting to go and coming from and all that other good stuff. So anyway, I am getting ready to head home. I got a long ways to go. I think it's like 40 miles from here where I am, because we're way out. So heading on home. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll try and get you some film if there's anything out on the road here all the way home. So I got probably 15, 16 miles of dirt road to drive at least. And I got that treacherous hill I gotta go down. That's gonna be a fun one. See how that goes. Thanks again for watching, everybody.